Hi, this is Dr. Celeste Amaya. Welcome to another episode of Physician Healer. I'm an integrative physician and focusing on mindfulness, meditation, and personal development. So today I wanted to kind of welcome all the new people who have decided to become paid subscribers to the Physician Healer or Healing Physician podcast. If it calls to you, help us to spread healing information to as many people as we can. Go into substack.com, and that's substack.com. And when you become a paid subscriber, you'll get new weekly downloads of guided Meridian meditations. And I also take requests for certain things you might be focusing on. In the last week, we had a few people reaching out to me, wanting me to put some focus on gratitude and to call on their guardian angels and spirit guides. So welcome. And before we get started, I want to read you a passage from Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, and I'm going to tell you why. Today's tutorial is going to focus on more about being grateful, feeling grateful, about gratitudes, the importance of feeling grateful for things that you have in the present moment, for how you are in the present moment, regardless of what we want for the future, what we want to have in the future, our desire, our wishes. It's very important that before we come to the future, know that the future doesn't really exist. The future is an illusion, just like the past. And also to realize that if you're grateful for the present moment, you have control. You have control over your emotions, you have control over your present state of mind, your moods, and not really have that determined by the external environment or external factors such as I'm going to be happy, I'm going to feel much more at peace if X, Y, and Z happens. And that means that our mood, our happiness, our joys are dependent on something coming, something happening. So before we go further, I want to go ahead and read you The Power of Now. And this is by Eckhart Tolle. And this is page 60. I'm going to read you just a short few paragraphs just to kind of get you thinking. And this is called Negativity and Suffering Have Their Roots in Time. This was a question from the audience to Eckhart Tolle. But the belief that the future will be better than the present is not always an illusion. The present can be dreadful, and things can get better in the future, and often they do. This is what Eckhart Tolle answered. Usually the future is a replica of the past. Superficial changes are possible, but real transformation is rare and depends upon whether you can become present enough to dissolve the past by accessing the power of the now. What you perceive as future is an intrinsic part of the state of consciousness now. If your mind carries a heavy burden of past, you experience more of the same. The past perpetuates itself through lack of presence. The quality of your consciousness at this moment is what shapes the future, which, of course, can only be experienced as the now. You may win $10 million, but that kind of change is no more than skin deep. You would simply continue to act out the same conditioned patterns in more luxurious surroundings. Humans have learned to split the atom. Instead of killing 10 or 20 people with a wooden club, one person can now kill 1 million by just pushing a button. Is that real change? If it is the quality of your consciousness at this moment that determines the future, then what is it that determines the quality of your consciousness? Your degree of presence. So the only place where true change can occur and where the past can dissolve is the now. And so what I want to do is talk a little bit more about how do we stay present. Many people have asked me, a lot of my clients ask me, do you struggle with this? Because if you're an instructor and you're a coach, then you would kind of know how to handle things, you would have the tools. It might be true, it is true, I have the tools, but I struggle the same. I'm human. It's just that as time goes on, as I practice, I can kind of cue myself up and get myself to the present moment faster. I have the tools that I can access, and so I can switch very quickly if I have to. But yes, I do struggle, and it is something that I kind of work on and practice every day, and that's what I encourage my students and clients to do so. Now, what I mean by X, Y, and Z is that how many times do you find yourself saying, well, you know, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be peaceful if X, Y, and Z happens, or if I get X, Y, and Z. And so what if X, Y, and Z doesn't come? So are you going to be perpetually unhappy? But what's interesting also is that if you are unable to grasp the importance of being grateful now, it doesn't matter what comes. It doesn't matter if just X, Y, Z, X, Y, and Z comes, and then the next X, Y, and Z comes, because we're always having wishes. We always have new goals, new desires. We want to have new achievements. We want to have, you know, more good health, more luxury. We want to have more happiness, more peace. It's not a fault. As humans, we are allowed to have further expression of ourselves, to expand further, and that's human nature, and that's okay. But what I want to tell you is, it's okay to wish for X, Y, and Z, because we're all goal-oriented, and it gives us a sense of direction. It gives us, it's like setting a GPS when you set a goal. So what is also important is that you find something, anything, 1, 2, 3 things, and that's why 8 to 10 gratitudes that you write out in your journal in the morning and in the evening before you go to bed, it's so important, because it grounds you in the now, in the present time, before X, Y, and Z, before you even think about that. You've already made those goals, you've made those plans, you've set your GPS, you've set your direction. So now find groundedness. Find yourself, okay, what am I happy about? What am I grateful for now? And I'll tell you why. If you can control your state of mind right now, before X, Y, and Z, if you can control it now, see things in the present time, no matter what's going on, and say, you know what? Got a lot to be grateful for, and this is the reason why. And you start listing everything. You have control. The control comes from internally. You don't have to depend on external circumstances. If that happens, then I will. Or I will be when that happens. You totally remove that. So when X, Y, and Z does happen, it's a plus. Now, I know this sounds really simple, but it's not easy to do. So I don't want you to say, well, God, you know, she makes it sound as so easy. It's really not that easy. No, it's a simple technique. It's a simple theory to understand. It's a simple method, but it's definitely quite hard. It's quite challenging to do, because it goes against everything that our 5 senses detect. What we see, you know, what we see, what we hear, what we smell. We feel that these things are real. If I see it, I know it's real. Is it? Because many of the literature say that what you see is just an illusion, what you hear is an illusion, what you smell is an illusion of the 5 senses. So now, before we get started, I'm just going to have you guys find a quiet place to sit. You can lie down if it's more comfortable for you, and then go ahead and replay this when you feel that you can sit up a little bit. But again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You can lie down, and if you fall asleep, it's called medi-sleep or sleepitation. And you do get very thorough, very sound sleeping. But if you want to sit up, let's say it's in the morning and you're going to be getting ready to start the day, go ahead and sit up. And just don't lean on anything. And I'm going to just briefly go through all the points with you. I, most of the time, will not use all the points, but feel free to use any point as many times as you want to, in any order that you please. I'm just going to do in the order that resonates with me in this moment. So the first point, and I'm just going to arbitrarily label them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first point is the blade of the hand, which you can do one side and just keep to one side when I say blade of the hand, or if you see me do the blade of the hand, you can also switch off to the other side. But I wouldn't recommend, doing this. You just kind of keep to one side, and perhaps after about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how long you stay in one point, go ahead and switch to the other side. Second point is going to be the chest point, and which is called also the collarbone point. It is this entire area here, from the notch right between where the arm connects to the collarbone here, to the breastbone, the sternum. Here's the collarbone right in here. So about this area here. And so you can just gently tap here. You can make circles, whatever's comfortable for you. The third point I like to do is the brow, and this is the forehead. So it's where the eyebrow starts, right in here. And you just gently tap here, one side or both sides. Either way is fine. You don't need to worry. If you just do one side, it still goes to the same place, okay? Corner of the eye is right in here. You can do one side, both sides at the same time. Under the eye, under the nose, above the upper lip, under the lower lip at the dip. The side, if you raise the arm, it's right here at the rib cage. So it's right here. It's also called under the armpit. On this side it's the same. And then top of the head, right in here. You do here, you could do fingertips. Some people do both, so whatever's comfortable for you, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and have you find a comfortable place, either lie down comfortably. You can close your eyes or just sit up very still, and go ahead and just close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to just take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and a slow breath out through your nose as well. Take about 5, 6, or 7 seconds. And when you breathe in, I want you to visualize brightness, light, healing light that comes through, and allow you to then, as you exhale, to visualize the surface heaviness beginning to dissolve, beginning to kind of let out and be released. So go ahead and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Good. And as you remain with your eyes closed, I'm going to have you just kind of feel your surroundings, get some bearing on the space, know that you're in a space, allow the space to embrace you, allow you to hold space for yourself, that you are important, you are unique, and you are necessary, and that there's a purpose for you here, a purpose that's not for you to chase, but a purpose for you to realize, a purpose that will flow to you and through you, and it will be a sense of knowing. And go ahead and open yourself up to receive. And as we get started, I'm going to go ahead and have you access the chest point. And then again, you can do one side or both sides at the same time. Either way is fine. Go ahead and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. I allow myself to come into coherence today, allowing my mind, body, and spirit to come together in alignment, in unification. I open myself up to receiving all the gifts from the divine, the wisdom, the light, the energy, the healing, the knowledge, the strength, the courage. I allow myself to flow and to surrender to what is now, knowing that in this moment, the now is the most important time, that there is no future, that there is no past. I let go of any burdens, any heaviness. I allow myself to flow freely forward in lightness, allowing my body to be light and to feel lighter and lighter as time goes on. Go ahead and change the meridian point to the blade of the hand and begin tapping here gently. I am light, I am love, I am peace, I am joy. Everything that I seek outside of me is already here, within me, around me. I ask to have my eyes open, have my heart open to receive all the things that are here, solutions, answers, my passion, my purpose. Allow all those things to flow freely to me, through me, for me. Go ahead and change the meridian point to the top of the head. Begin gently tapping here. I feel freedom. I live in freedom. I live in abundance. I have freedom of time, freedom in prosperity, freedom in emotion. I generate peace of mind and safety and security within me, with my heart, with my passion, with my light and my spirit. Go ahead now and change the meridian point back to the chest, either one side or both sides, either way is fine. As I breathe into the space of the present time, I give gratitude to all things that I am. I am so happy and grateful for who I am now. I am happy and grateful for all that has passed for me. I'm so happy and grateful for all the people in my life, past, present, and future. I'm so happy and grateful for all the events that have happened to me, for me, through me. I'm expecting, I'm very happy and grateful, and as I give thanks to all the goodness that will be coming to me and for me, and all the goodness that has arrived already. However, I know that I am in control of all that is. Whatever I perceive as good will be good. Whatever I perceive as not good, it's only the next step. It's only because I realize the universe has something better for me. The universe knows my goals. The universe knows my plans, my wishes, and my desires. Go ahead and switch the meridian point to the brow. Go ahead and do one side or both sides. Either way is fine. And as I allow my body to relax further and deeper, as I allow my mind to gently wander and flow, I release all things that seem heavy for me. I release all things that no longer serve me. I switch my meridian point to the corner of the eye, one or both sides. And as I allow release of all that no longer serves me, as I allow release of all that is heavy to come through me and to be released freely, I allow my mind, my body, and my spirit to come together in connection, not only through myself and with myself, but I know that my connection is deeper and more vast. I'm connected to everyone and everything all around me. There is a oneness that I sense, a oneness with all things nature, all things physical, all things spiritual. And I am okay with that. Go ahead and change the meridian point to under the eye, one side or both sides at the same time. Either way is fine. As I make a connection to myself, I realize that my oneness with all things, with nature, I am in every grain of sand. I am in every drop of water. I am every bird song, every leaf on every tree, every branch, every blade of grass, every pebble, every gravel, every drop of water in every stream, river, ocean, lake, or pond. I am the soil in every mountain. I am a rock, big and small. I am everywhere and everything. I am me. I am here, now, grateful, breathing. My heart beats. I'm alive. I am grateful. Go ahead and change the meridian point back to the chest. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. This time as you breathe in, envision all the brightness coming in, gold and white light, coming in through the nose and exhaling all that is heavy. And release. I'm so happy and grateful for everything. I'm happy and grateful for nothing and everything at the same time. I'm grateful not for anything specific, for I do not need to be anything specific or in a particular way. I just have to be myself. I am here in the now. I am breathing and my heart is beating. I allow myself to open up and to receive everything that I've wished for, everything that I desire. All those things I expect and I give thanks as if they were already here. However, my happiness, my peace, my joy, my love and light are anchored within me. I control all those things. I choose to see all that is good in the now. For there is no bad and there is no good. I choose to see and feel the space that is around me. I choose to be in the present moment. For if I can be happy and at peace in the present moment, then I have control over my little world, and the external no longer controls me. I release my control of the external environment. I release the control of the external upon me. I am in complete control over my happiness, my peace, my light, my love. For I am all those things here, now, and in the infinite. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go ahead and place your hands on the side if you're lying down, or place your hands on your lap. Breathe in through the nose, breathe in all that brightness, and infuse every cell with that brightness. Do so now. Release whatever lingering heaviness remains. Good. Breathe in. Release. Now go ahead and gently open your eyes and just stare for a little moment. Just stare for a little time. And if you're getting ready to go to bed, and if it's bedtime, just keep your eyes closed. Just turn this off and replay this in the morning. Remember to always gratitude your journals. Gratitude everything that you're happy and grateful for in the now, and also of things to come. Whatever you wish for, bring them into the present moment. It is to avoid feeling a sense of lack and limitation. Whenever we're wishing for something, we actually are reinforcing what we don't have. And it is a mind game, and it is all about the mind. And remember, mind and thought, they are both forms of movement. If you check out my previous YouTube videos, I have made some explanations about that. I will make other explanations in further YouTube videos as sort of a recap and review, because we always need to have these facts repeated in order to have them sink in. So go ahead and breathe in again for me. Breathe in through your nose and release. And just allow your body to gently ease back into the present time, into this present reality. And then if it calls to you, just kind of stretch out your fingers, stretch out your toes, rotate your wrists, your ankles, and kind of stretch out the arms and your legs and shift a little bit in your chair. And then feel free to get on with your day. I want to thank you for joining me today on this episode of Physician Healer tutorial. I want to invite you to consider becoming a paid subscriber on my Healing Physician podcast, where I turn out and publish once a week an extended version of Meridian guided meditation. And it is powerful, and it is meant to shift your life in health, wealth, and happiness. What I'm hoping to do with that is to allow the platform to reach a lot more people, especially a lot more people globally really need this information. They need these tools to really kind of navigate their lives in this culturescape with so much fear and so much worry and anxiety. So I want to thank you for joining me today. Check me out also on TikTok. I do some shorts on TikTok. Just some momentary inspirations. But thank you for joining me here on YouTube. And remember to check me out on my blogs, and that is under substack.com, substack.com. You can also get the convenient app. So every time I publish weekly blogs that are new, you're going to go ahead and get an alert and a notification. So remember to click like, comment, click the bell so you can get notifications for YouTube, get friends, family, anyone you feel that may benefit from this information that I'm giving out today. So anyway, please, peace and blessings to all of you. I send you all many, many abundances of peace, love, light, gratitude, joy, a lot of wealth, health, and a lot of happiness. Anyway, until next time, you guys take care. Love you. Bye-bye.